Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We're here live again. I'm super excited. Y'all know last night was a whole vibe, okay? We have lots of things going on for the conference, and I want to do a special introduction today of our co host, Rachel LaForce. And she is so funny, y'all. I can't wait for you guys to meet her at the conference. But today, we're just going to do a little mini introduction. And you're going to get to know a little bit about her. Also, you get to know a little bit about what you're going to taste at the conference of what she's going to bring. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Allegra, the marketing medulla, but I also am the organizer of the conference and the founder of Women into Networking WIN. Rachel, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everyone who you are and what you do.
Hi, everybody. We're live. I'm Rachel LaForce. I'm a comedian. I'm an intuitive speaker and media entrepreneur. So every lane I'm in, television, podcasting, live events, keynote speaking, all of it is about creating stronger connection to self, connection to purpose, and our connection to each other. So I get to do that in a lot of different lanes. I'm multi-hyphenate, passionate. She wrote the book on it. So that's a lot of what I do. And so we're going to be bringing that levity to the stage, which I'm so excited about.
I'm really excited at the same time. I met you at the Healing While Building Summit. Shout out to LaShauna West, our corporate sponsor. And I was able to see how hilarious you were and how you match that vibe in your teachings. Also, too, I want to hear from you why you started this particular organization, company, idea, brand, right? Because you have Orbit Studio, and then you also have the Healing Hilarious podcast. So tell us, why did this come about?
Yeah, great question. Um, Yeah, so I have kind of to me they're all the same, but in marketing that's two different lanes. And so my personal brand is Healing is Hilarious. Again, that kind of encompasses everything that I talk about. All of my work is about harmonizing comedy and well-being to help us heal and live better, right? I believe that the quickest way for us to shift the collective is to heal the individual. And so that's what all of that work is about. And then my work directly with media entrepreneurs, other creators, other podcasters, everybody within that lane. So my husband and I own Skewed Orbit Studios. It's an actual physical studio that you can go to here in Atlanta. It's in the Studioplex building by Krog Street Market. So it's right there. It's a micro venue, 75 and less. We do book launches, podcasting, marketing events, sound baths. Like if you can dream it up, it's yours, baby. That's what we made this space for. So we actually, that's why I'm coming to you live from my car, is we have an event there tonight. There's a wellness group that we work with called Ritual Atlanta, and they're doing a Galentine's event today. So they're setting up, so I'm here in the car to focus up and chat with all of you. And then outside of the physical studio, we really specialize in all things storytelling and marketing. So my husband is a UGC guru, so user generated content, and he works with all sorts of brands and big companies. So we help with strategy. We help with, sometimes we'll do a full campaign. And then a lot of times I just have creators that are new and getting started, and we just do one-on-ones where I'm like, why you, why me? What is the goal? Where are we now? I'm really, really big on practical action, because I think there's a lot of people in the space, within the healing space or even the creative space, and there's a lot about like dreaming and being, visions, which, like, listen, mama, throw a rock and you'll hit a vision board that I've made. Okay. So I don't need to hate on it, but vision without action is just a fancy plan. So really that's what a lot of our work is. Actually, both with Healing is Hilarious and with Skewed Orbit, is I always say, let's make your dream life your life, right? Let's make that dream your life. Let's ground it. Let's make it practical. So that's really the two different lanes, then also how they intersect.
I love how you just are so inclusive with everything. I think it all comes from the same place, right?
Yeah.
But you're really targeting a different type of audience in different ways. And y'all, listen, when I met Rachel last year, this is why we network. This is why we go outside of our homes. This is why we actually speak to people when we're in the room. Because I pulled Rachel to the side. I don't know if you remember this, Rachel, but I pulled you to the side. I said, "Girl, I was like, you are the bomb." And I love her glasses. She doesn't have them on today, but they're like these red, cute glasses.
Yeah.
And I
Thank
think,
you.
Absolutely, because it was bomb, right? But I thought it was so cool how you were approachable, you were, welcoming. You had just spoke, so you didn't have to speak to nobody. But I think it's so amazing because one question I had from you, because you talked about TEDx stages, was, oh my God, what was that experience like? And we were manifesting getting on TEDx stages ourselves. So from that point and from you just kind of guiding me, it encouraged me to keep going. And now we are moving forward with our TEDx licensing, guys. Like, we literally are here. TEDx approved our name. They're like, hey, go ahead, let's go. Rachel, you're going to be co-hosting because I thought you were so funny. And y'all got to check out her podcast. Go to her Instagram. Go check out Scoot Orbit Studio. Is it close to Marietta? Right, it's up there.
No, I live in Marietta.
Oh, you live up
Come
there.
swing by.
Okay.
Come say hi. No, the studio is the Studioplex building, so it's right in. It's technically in Old Fourth Ward, but we're literally next to Krog Street Market, so it's like
Okay.
on the cusp of Inman Park and Old Fourth Ward.
I love it. I'm actually going to be going out there next week, guys. So I'll give you a little video reel about that, what it looks like inside. But I love how you welcomed me in open arms, told me about your TEDx experience. And then here we are, and we get to kind of include you in this process as we lead towards the conference. Um, Now, we talked about something that you guided me through, and I want people to hear a little bit more about you too, because you gave some great ideas, right? But in the midst of it, we were going back and forth on the phone, and you were like, I am a mom. I have two businesses. I have a family. We're going through, like, it's a lot that goes on with women entrepreneurs. How do you, before we even go into the last part, how do you manage it all? What are your tools?
I have a lot of tools. I have a lot of tools. I am like high functioning autistic and ADHD, so I am that gift and collaboration, which makes me extremely good at what I do. Right, my brain is all about recognizing patterns, which makes me great as a healer and a comedian because both things are about spotting patterns. We're just investigating them differently. So I have a lot of challenges. I really face a lot of challenges because ultimately what my brain can think up and create versus what my physical body and my life has that availability to do. Um and so the best tool I have is always reminding myself that like it's not that serious. Um so that it brings me back down. Like even this morning I had to rearrange with you and I was going back and forth. I'm like, but I don't want to cancel. My husband was like, you need to take care of you and our family. She will understand. Like I needed that coach even, of like, hey, you can do it all, but you can't do it all at once. And I think that's something I like to remind people because there's this emphasis in our society as humans of like, there's not enough time or it's got to happen now and you only get one shot. And like, relax. Okay. Relax. I'm not saying that there isn't weight to that, but if you aren't 10 toes down, it doesn't matter what opportunity you have. It's just going to be a ride. So I think the biggest thing that I offer to people is that take your time. Take your time. There is a difference between being lazy and not moving forward on what it is that you want. That does exist, that self sabotage. That's a different energy than having a very full, abundant life and knowing that you have to navigate it differently, right? I always say everybody wants the dream to work, but not everybody wants to work for the dream. And it's like you have to learn what are your obstacles and know that those obstacles are always going to come with you. I just had this conversation with, she's my better half, my co-producer and right hand, and I was saying, hey, I have overestimated on how much I can do this year because I said 40% of my energy needs to go to my kids. And, as your kids grow, and I still have littles, 2.5 and 4. So, like, what they need now versus even what they needed 6 months ago, like, that's ever changing. So, the tools that I really use is reminding myself that it is my time, it is my life, and I am divinely led. God did not give this, this task to me to be like, well, you're going to miss out if you don't do it this quickly, you know? Like, that's not how it works. Okay. It's like, if we can, if you whatever your higher power is, of believing that there's this benevolent all knowing and that all of these things are created, and you think that you're the one that has to be rushed, like, the world does not revolve around you, right? A little humility will go a long way. And is also getting impeccably clear about what you have available, and knowing that your availability will shift from season to season. And people never mind if you have less at a time than when you had more. Meaning, like, if you go into a restaurant, this happens all the time, and it's really busy, and the wait staff tells you at the front, and the girl's like, "Oh, it's only going to be 30 minutes," and then it's 90 minutes. What happens? You're pissed because you're going up there and you're going, "Excuse me, hi, you told me 30 minutes, and I now live here. So what's going on?" Right? Versus if they would have told you, "Hey, you know what? This is a happening spot. We got a lot of people in here tonight. I'm at 90 minutes. I would love to get you on this list and have you in. You can go, you can come back. What are you going to do? You're going to go, great. Thank you for being honest. And now you know how to adjust." The same thing is true in your life. When you are impeccable with your word with other people, they will respect you. They will understand, especially if and when you have to say no to things. And that fear, again, that fear is going to pop up. If I say no, it's not going to come back around, and da, 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 da. When you say no with integrity, respect, and respecting the other person who's offering you that opportunity, I guarantee you they will call you again. Because people who, when you respect other people's time, not a lot of people do that. Not a lot of people do that. And when you do that, oh, am I back?
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you.
Am I back?
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. A call came in, and then I was like, oh no. Just as she was bringing it home. Oh man, she was really coming in for the landing. But anyway, just when you respect other people's time, they will remember you. And I think really learning that, and all of that boils down to self-worth. And so I think really the number one tools for people that want big, abundant lives, that are leaders, creators, and mothers, the number one thing that you can do for yourself is invest in your self-worth. And that those tools are going to look different for everyone, but that's really what I encourage people to do, so that when you know your worth, you don't have to over explain it to other people.
I love that. And also, guys, let us know if it sounds a little staticky. I know sometimes the connections are really weird here, right? It's like technology, right? So, but I heard what you said, Rachel. I love it. I love every single thing, because we have to gain so much from each other when it comes down to these tools. It's not always written in a book, right? It's not always like plainly in front of your face. We learn from each other, and I love what you've experienced and what you've learned. Um, Shout out to you. So y'all see how funny she is. I really think that this is going to be such an amazing opportunity for them to see like how we transition between our host, you as a co-host, and just being able to enjoy themselves right at the conference while they're experiencing, the brands that are in the room. Before we get out of here, I do want them to get to know a little bit more about you leading up to the conference, right? Because hey, listen, there's a whole studio out here that people can walk into. And you already mentioned that you have an opportunity to change people in different ways with your Healing is Hilarious brand. Where do you want people to go to get their transformation from you right now? Like, what is your call to action?
I love this question. um Luckily for you, yes, you who's listening and watching, I do have a lot of different offerings. So if you're like, oh, I'm a podcaster, that's my place. Or, oh, I'm in this dark night of the soul, I'm trying to figure out how to like get to where I want to be. Boom, I've got a place for you too. So I would definitely say, if and all of this resonates for you, go and listen to my podcast. Healing is Hilarious. They're all like 20, 25 minute episodes. Most of them are just intuitive messages. They are evergreen, and then they also kind of, if you're listening to later, more recent episodes, kind of going through where we are as a collective. We're going through major shifts. You have a phone, so I don't have to tell you that. And so, you know, that what I really love about the podcast is I feel like it's like a friend. Like you get 20 minutes with me where you're going, yes, yes, I know. Yes, I know. So it really serves as that confirmation. And I want to be clear, the confirmation is not me. It's all coming from higher wisdom. I just get to be the mouthpiece. Okay. So it's not my wisdom. I just was the chosen one to deliver the message. But definitely go and check that out. And it's free. It's available. I have 5 seasons. So if you fall in love, have fun, get in there. You can go to RachelLaForce.com. You can find all of the ways to work with me. So you can bring me to your workplace to do team workshops, to come and give a keynote. I also offer one-on-one sessions. So all of the ways to work with me are available there at RachelLaForce.com. You can also follow me on social media. You can't not find me. Okay. At Rachel LaForce on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I post regularly and consistently. It's a lot of intuitive messages to meet you where you are so that you can keep going and get to exactly where you're meant to be. Additionally, yeah, just like Allegra said, Skewed Orbit Studios. You can check out skewedorbitstudios.com. And there it tells you everything about our creative agency as well as the rentals for our studio. And also we're also on all socials at Skewed Orbit Studios. And there you can DM us, you can ask us questions. We have free meetups all of the time. So if you are a creator, a leader, an entrepreneur, a podcaster, like keep your eyes peeled. We have like industry panels. Like the whole thing is just like you guys come in and ask all of your questions. That's what we want to do. Like I've been in this game a long time. I always tell people, I'm like, no question is, too little, too small, too big. Like ask, please. I would love to be able to share all of the, just insights that I have from doing this for this long. So our next upcoming event that's a free workshop or creator meetup, this is for podcasters, and that is February 25th. So February 25th, if you're a podcaster interested in podcasting, come and hang out with us.
Okay, y'all heard it here. First of all, thank you so much, Rachel, for coming on. I know your team is in there doing their thing, and I know you're going to join them. But y'all, listen, I love to bring in amazing people that you can network and connect with because they are doing amazing things. Make sure you guys follow Rachel. Rachel, did I put this in right? Skewed Orbit Studios.
Orbitstudios.com. You nailed it. You nailed
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah.
so I'm really excited about the conference. I'm excited to have you guys. This is all a blessing. And thank you for doing what you do. I personally watch your podcast. I look at your Instagram and I laugh and I have a good time every single time. So guys, make sure you tune in and make sure you get what you came to get. Okay. Any words of wisdom you want to leave, Rachel?
No, I was just going to say thank you. I just got to talk about myself the whole time, and I wanted to say thank you so much. Thank you for seeing the value and what I have to offer and reminding me that it is of value and impactful. And I'm certainly not somebody that, it's not about like, oh, I love hearing compliments, but being seen, because all of my work is about reminding other people that, we're more alike than we are different. And those experiences, I always say the most universal truths are hidden in the specificities of our lives. And so when you I know, yeah, feel free to take that one, put it under your pillow. That, it's really just such an honor to be seen because, I have a long time of trial and error and getting really clear on what it is that I want to say and what I want to do. So I just want to say thank you so much for having me. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet all of you and just to like be present for the 2 days is just like a huge honor. And I'm excited for everything that we're going to move through and experience together. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to everybody who came in. Shout out to Modex Studios. We know Tasha, okay?
Yes.
Bomb.com. And also shout out to LaShauna West for the connections that we've made and all of you guys who are listening and watching. We look forward to seeing you at the conference. Y'all have an amazing day.
Bye.